In this video, I'm going to be doing some YouTube growth strategy Q&A. I've got a couple announcements and it's going to be a video that's a lot of fun. So if you're on the replay, thanks for being here. Smash that like button if you've been around Think Media for a while and you love content like this. And we're going to dive straight into it. This is all about YouTube growth strategies, tips. But if we're just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell and I'm a full-time lifestyle entrepreneur. I have this YouTube channel that I run, Think Media. I run another YouTube channel with Benji Travis called Video Influencers, where we interview. We have a weekly interview show with people that are crushing it with online video. Heavy on YouTube, but other platforms. I mean, Facebook video, LinkedIn video. Are you on that yet? Are you doing that yet? It's hot right now. Instagram stories, all kinds of things like that. So I'm definitely excited to get into some questions. If you have a question, go ahead and throw up 4 question marks, put the question in and put question marks after it so it really stands out. What's up, Maria? What's up, Tyler? What's up, Kayla? What's up, Caleb? Good to see you guys. Hey, 3 quick announcements. Number 1, boom. YouTube secrets. Super excited. I'm going to be dropping a book and you can see it right here. YouTube secrets, co-authored by myself and Benji Travis. Excited to get a package of these in the mail today. And this book right here is the ultimate guide to growing your following and making money as a video influencer. You've got 190 pages of strategy, of content. This is coming out September 25th, 2018. And so super excited about that. What's up, Mile High Firebird? Good to see you. And baby Lana Girl says, how do you gain followers? Well, you read this book. Nah, just joking. We can talk about that in a second. A lot of videos on Think Media about that. But just want to put this on your radar. You know, right now, pre-order is on Amazon just for the Kindle version. So the ebook is out, $4.99. The physical book will start launching and will ship out on Amazon Prime on September 25th. Audiobook is coming. TubeSecretsBook.com is the website. If you're watching this right now, it's actually probably not ready, but there's kind of a heads up to share this with the Think Media community. I'm so excited about this. We've been working on it for a long time, and that is something to put on your radar. So definitely get ready for that. And then number 2, if you haven't downloaded the viral video checklist that we did yet, that's out, and that is right here at a couple hours left. I'm going to extend it till Friday. And so I just did a video about it. But if you haven't downloaded that checklist and watched that free video series, it's only available for a limited time. So I wanted to put that on your radar. And then number 3, we are a couple days away from a live event. So one of the reasons why here on Think Media, I have not kind of been doing the typical weekly videos with tech and lighting and gear tips and camera tips is because live events are hard to do, man. And so we've been getting ready for this. It's happening in Vegas next week. So if you're actually on the West Coast, obviously it's kind of late to get flights and whatnot. But hey, no matter where you are, if you want to come out and join us, that's at growwithvideolive.com. And super excited to be doing that live event soon. And so those are just a few quick announcements. YouTube secrets, download the viral video checklist, get ready for this book. Will your book be available on iPads? Yes, we're going to be getting it to the iTunes store, the Google store. So that'll be coming out as well. And the audiobook is something we're working on. We're in scramble mode, but we've also got this live event coming out as well. And so if you got a question, let me know and throw a couple question marks out and I'll throw those in there. Thank you for pre-ordering, Shane. Really appreciate it. We're going to have some really cool bonuses. And everyone who pre-orders and gets the ebook and everyone who picks up a physical copy or the audiobook, we want to send you an exclusive PDF action workbook so you can download it. It'll help you clarify your positioning, go through the content in the book, and it's kind of like a free workbook that will include along with this book as a bonus, as well as a 45-minute training that goes deeper into the concepts of this book, just as a free bonus for anybody who picks that up. But details to come about that. That's coming out September 25th, September 25th, 2018. So that's coming your way. All right, that Rogers family asks, is a family travel niche down enough, or should we find a way to make it even more specific? Good question. You know, we talk about niching down your channel. In internet marketing, they say the riches are in the niches. You know, I think what you'd want to ask yourself is, how many family travel channels are there? Probably quite a bit. So different is better than better. Same is lame. So how do you stand out even more? My answer, yeah, I think you should make it even more specific. Why are you a family travel channel? We talk about this concept a lot, but there's a very powerful book I recommend everybody read. Actually, a video I recommend everybody watch. And it's Start With Why by Simon Sinek. It was a TED Talk. It went viral. So this version has got, 5 million views. This version's got 1.5. Start with why. And here's this is really important. Let me break it down really quick. What you do is what most people start with. So I was just told you have a family travel channel. That's what you do. So a lot of people probably have family travel channels. That's what you do. Now, how you do it is actually a point of difference, right? How you do it could be Peter McKinnon style. How you do it could be very cinematic narration style like Mango Street or something. How you do it could be different. And that is a chance to stand out and be unique. But what the Start With Why book and TED Talk is all about is actually why you do it is what's kind of most important. And you want to start with why. So tell me in the comments, what's your why? Why do you want to build your influence on YouTube? Or if you know your niche, why do you care about it? You might say, well, Sean, I help people organize their closets, declutter their life. Well, that's what you do. Why do you do it? Well, why is because I used to be so stressed because there was so much clutter in my house and around that I'm so passionate because I think a peaceful life is a good life. And I want other people to experience the peace of having a clean house. That's a whole nother message as opposed to like, I'm going to help you declutter your closet, right? And then maybe the why, because I found that all the stress in my house from being so cluttered was affecting my relationships, is affecting my marriage, is affecting my friendships or whatever. And so now it's happening to your why. You got to find that why. You got to dig deep into that. So as far as the family channel, here's what's interesting is that some people, what they're going to resonate with you the most is they might resonate with your belief system. Why do you do what you do? For me, faith is a big driver of what I do. I'm a Christian. And so for me, it's not something that I push on people, or it's not like Think Media is like a Christian channel. I'm helping you with cameras. I'm helping you with YouTube tips. But that's one of the things that drives me because I believe that I want to reach my God-given potential. I believe that God has put greatness into your DNA. It's just my belief that we were created for greatness and that he wove greatness into our DNA. And I'm passionate about helping people experience their potential. For right now, it happens to be helping you maximize your results on YouTube, but there's so many things I'm passionate about. There's a little bit of my why. One of my whys is I want to also spread this message of YouTube because it can change your life. And for me, I went through the hardest season of my life with my wife, Sonia, back in 2009. And we were going through the housing crisis and we were losing our homes. We were actually involved on a church staff position and some leaders stole some money and that whole thing was falling apart. And my wife got very sick and got a chronic illness. So we got like a trifecta just crushed from all sides. And it was in that moment when actually my wife almost died and she was in the hospital for 6 days that I was in the hospital with her the entire time, where I started asking questions like, how am I going to provide for my family? And man, I got to level up as a leader. And if, depending on what happens with my wife's health, I would love to work from home on my own terms so I could be around her. And if we raise kids, what's her energy going to be like? How am I going to be able to support that and also be present for the kids depending on how present she could be? And then I'm like, do we hire help? And if we hire help, well, that's going to be expensive. So I was like, man, I need to go make some money. But why? Not because I want to buy a Ferrari, nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's what you want. Because I got a vision to support my family, to make a difference in my community. So things like that. I don't know, like that may or may not resonate with you, but those are the types of things. Those are your why. So I want to hear from you. What's your why? And if you can weave your why into your YouTube channel, into your messaging, into the things that you're doing on YouTube, you're going to be able to stand out more. And so this is a long answer to are we just a travel channel? Yeah, I think that's good. That's your what. But answer those 3 questions. What is it you do on YouTube? What is it you do? A lot of people vlog. That's not enough specificity. How you do it. That's why Casey hit the vlogging game, Casey Neistat, and he brought a whole new how. He brought another level. And if you watched his rise, I watched him before he started vlogging, and it was like his how game was like another, it didn't even matter why. It's like, holy crap, man, DSLRs and his whole vibe. But then even his why, he's the storyteller. He weaves in a lot of his why and a lot of storytelling about do more and whatever else. What's your why? Definitely let me know. And so, awesome. The Rogers family, appreciate your long answer. I'm glad that was helpful. TED Times, I've been watching Casey for a long time too. And I remember when he started vlogging, I was so pumped and he brought a whole new level. So Ultra Human says, I'm also motivated by my family. A friend suggested to me Total Money Makeover and we realized we were too poor to even begin. That's awesome. Of course, being motivated by your family. Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. You actually aren't too poor to begin though. I want to challenge that thought. Like it's ultimately at first, it's not about how many resources you have. It's about how you manage the resources you have. I've also heard it said that building a YouTube channel, building a business, it's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. So I think that I want to empathize with maybe your resources being low right now, but never let low resources put a cap on your belief for yourself, your vision for yourself, your vision for what's possible. It's interesting when you study organizations, a lack of resources is actually a benefit to churches, to businesses, to companies, rather than having too many resources. Did you know that? When an organization gets too many resources, they get comfortable, they get complacent, they get wasteful, and they lack innovation. So you could probably relate to me. Let me know right now, smash like button and tell me in the comments if you're like, I can relate to that, man. My resources are low, man. I'm broke, Like if you can relate to that, then that's a good thing. Because when resources are low, you need to get innovative. You want to get creative and you can find ways to do cool things. All right, I got Heather helping me in the comments right now. I'm going to hit some of your questions. James says, do you do consultation to help people find a niche? James, we do have information on our website, seancannell.com. That's SeanCannell.com. And I do some one-on-one coaching things. Heather on my team also does that, and she's probably the best in the whole game when it comes to clarity, positioning, branding, really helping people find their niche. And then the other thing I would say though is, we're also doing a launch right now. And so one of the things we have going on, I mentioned our viral checklist, that's happening. But if you want to learn about our advanced academy, it's called Video Ranking Academy. You can just go to go.videorankingacademy.com. And that is, there you can see a video all about it. But what's interesting about this, now this is a course a lot of people have been a part of, and there's a bunch of bonuses, including 2 private group coaching calls with me. Now, a handful of people will join this, but it's not going to be a big group. It's not going to be a group like this, where it's kind of crazy, where again, this will not be one-on-one calls, but it'll be group coaching calls where we can do channel reviews, Q&A, help you get clarity on your niche. But the other thing about that is that's just one of the bonuses of what we're doing for Video Ranking Academy 2.0 right now. And you can go to, again, go.videorankingacademy.com for more information. But what's cool is I think that course will help you get massive clarity. And then the group coaching can help you just find those final insights and the best investment you can make. Because right now coaching with me is $500 an hour over Skype, $497. Now we're also going to be raising those prices, and that's just because the demand, like I only have so much time. We're building on a lot of projects. We're running live events. We're launching books. And so since that's what people and entrepreneurs are willing to pay, the reason I actually say that is that if you want that one-on-one time, let's do it. But the investment of what Video Ranking Academy costs and all the bonuses, that's probably one of the best ways to get clarity and really skyrocket your YouTube success if you're looking for some coaching. River Life says, just started following Think Media, 700 subs on my channel. Next step. Okay, so if you got 700 steps, number one, take some time to celebrate. I'm serious. Take some time, River Life, to celebrate. because 700 subscribers is a huge achievement. That's 700 more subscribers than your neighbor has, unless you're next to a famous YouTuber or something. But right, like your neighbor doesn't have 700 subscribers. Like the people you're at work or school, you know, they don't have that. And so I think what can end up happening, and this happens so much in YouTube, we really can fall into the comparison trap. And comparison will steal your creativity and it will kill your joy. And so never compare yourself to anybody else, just compete with the person you were yesterday. But I want to encourage you to take some time to celebrate first. Step number 2, I want you to look back over the videos you've posted so far, and I want you to look at what's worked, what hasn't worked, what can you learn from, and what can you then do more of. You want to do more of what's working, right? And what I would say then number 3 is once you identify what's working, keep working that. So for me on Think Media, you've probably heard my story, is that, you know, early on, I figured out ranking videos. I figured out like gift ideas for him was one of the big first videos I did, right? And a lot of other similar videos. And this video is 5 years old and is ranking number 2 right now. This video using the vidIQ plugin is getting 1.5 views an hour, 1.5 views an hour. And it came out December 8th, 2012. So when I figured out how to come up with video ideas, rank them in search and monetize them, I just started doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Kept doing what was working. Now, the rules have changed on YouTube. There's some new things as the algorithm has changed. And what worked in 2012 doesn't work anymore. And that's why we've put together you know, this viral video checklist, and why we keep training, and why we have even a monthly membership thing called Inner Circle, because we're always looking at the latest strategies. But I just want to say great job. Celebrate your success, man. Go out, get yourself some Chipotle, you know, or whatever you like, and just be like, yo, man, 700 subscribers, like, let's celebrate this. Because I'm convinced that sometimes we don't take enough time to appreciate, you know, we oftentimes are fixated on how far we have to go, when what we need to do is pause for a second and appreciate how far we've come. And so great job. Apply those 3 tips. I think those would be helpful. Broadster says, where do I find the checklist at? So the free viral video checklist that's breaking down these systems and whatnot is at viralvideochecklist.com. I put a link to that in the description below, so you can check that out, viralvideochecklist.com. And we're going to push this until Friday. It was ending tonight, but again, you're hearing about this maybe for the first time. I want to make sure if you're part of the Think Media community, you can get this before we take it down. Sean, why are you taking it down? Why isn't it just always available? I'll tell you why. Because what we share on this checklist, and it also leads to a free video series, is what is normally reserved for Video Ranking Academy. And Video Ranking Academy is 40 training videos. It's got a whole bunch of training inside of here as far as everything that is included in this program, you know, 40 videos, checklists, everything else inside of there. But the free, like, again, whether that's right for you or not, go through that checklist and that video series this week before it comes down, because normally it's just kind of inside of our advanced training. Thanks for the question. River Life just completed the video reviews profit course. What's next? Video Ranking Academy. Probably next, if you've ever been curious about kind of the best journey here with our brand, we do have courses, and you can always go to courses.seancannell.com. And I'll put a summary if you're watching this on the replay in the description below. But Grow with Video is going to be probably our best course to start with. It's a $200 course. And this is all about how to get maximum clarity, number one, because if you try and reach everybody, you end up reaching nobody. You got to get clear in your positioning, your branding, where your channel is going to reside in the market, things like that. And then it also is about boosting productivity, because most of you, in fact, let me know in the comments, is this a side hustle? Are you doing YouTube full time? Is it a side hustle? And how many hours per week? Let's get much more specific. I want to hear from you. Tell me right now, how many hours per week do you have to invest in your YouTube channel? Maybe you got school, maybe you got work, maybe you got family. How many hours per week do you have to invest in your YouTube channel? One of the reasons that this course is so important is you got to boost your productivity. You got to figure out in a side hustle season how to create custom, how to create content consistently, and then also winning strategies. So that's a probably the first step to go um, after video product review profits. So some people, I spike 60 hours a week. Well, man, you're good there. At least 50, that's great. But John Long's has 5 to 10. Esther has 6 hours. So Esther, Long John's, you guys have, 5 to 10 hours, 6 hours. You got to really figure out how to boost your productivity to maximize your outputs within that window of time so that you can build your dream job while you have a day job, right? So anyways, that's what Grow with Video is all about. But what I would tell you in answer to the question is that's actually one of the bonuses of Video Ranking Academy. And so that's normally a $200 course in and of itself, but that's actually just a bonus of this current Video Ranking Academy 2.0 offer. So you could go, you could invest in any of these different things separately, but we wanted to put together during this particular launch. That would be your next step. That's why this week, because this is only open for a few days, Video Ranking Academy with all the bonuses would definitely be what to do to jump into. Shane at the Coding Zoo, thanks so much for the super chat. When is it too early to do a giveaway as a form of marketing? Just gained 1,000 subs, but not sure how many will turn to views. So a couple things. Number one, if you do a giveaway, I really recommend using Gleam.io. It's what we do. We have a big giveaway starting in 2 weeks. It's going to be sick. In fact, I'll tell you what it is. We're going to be giving away a Canon M. We're going to be giving away a YouTube studio, but it's about a $2,500 YouTube studio, like a 3-point travel lighting case with hard case, travel case, hard, that holds the 3 lights, the camera, the microphones, the tripod, everything. And so when we do competitions, we use what's called Gleam.io. And so you've probably seen those. It's gleam.io to go to the website. You can just use the free account. And what's nice is people can enter the competitions by following you on social, tweeting stuff out. In fact, let me know in the comments if you've ever done one of our giveaways. Here's the big thing I want to tell you though, Shane, is that what you give away should be correlated to what you're trying to build. Because here's the thing. If you're like, we're giving away an iPad. Well, dude, everybody wants an iPad, man. So people will enter your giveaway not because they care about your content. Now, I kind of have an advantage because on Think Media, everybody wants a free camera. But we talk about cameras on Think Media, so it's on brand for us. What I would challenge you to do is try to figure out a giveaway that aligns with what you're doing. So it'd be like if I had a yoga channel, right? I could give away like a complete yoga kit as opposed to an iPad. And that's what people try to do. They give away a Mavic Pro. Well, dude, who doesn't want a drone, man? They're just awesome. And so if you just give away some expensive piece of tech or some kind of a piece of tech, it may or may not be correlated to your brand. The other thing you could give away is if you have a product or a service or a digital course, you could give that away. And it might not be as popular. It won't be as popular as a drone or a camera or a MacBook Pro, but it at least will attract the right kind of audience. The downside of giveaways is that you could get a lot of people that just want to win the thing, but they're not necessarily bought into your content. Clever Coin, thanks for the super chat. I just started making YouTube videos about 2 months ago, and I'm currently at 324 subs. Thanks for bringing so much value. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. Happy Gut Girl, what's the difference between Grow with Video and VRA? So, well, here's the cool thing is, again, with the current VRA enrollment, you get both. The difference is Grow with Video is like 101, and to be honest, VRA is like 401, if that makes sense, in like a college course. VRA is all about really learning the deep strategies. It actually starts with reverse engineering your YouTube success. There's 7 modules, 7 R's. You reverse engineer your YouTube success, start with the end in mind. Let's put a YouTube growth game plan together for you. Number 2, you got to research before you press record. The research module is deep. In fact, let me take you inside the members area if you want to kind of see what VRA looks like, what it's all about. And so Video Ranking Academy, then we talk about research because you want to research before you press record and come up with those video ideas, and we go deep into the tools and how to do that. And so I'm just getting there really quick, and here we go. So let's look inside VRA. So there's a quick start bonus. That's about like get money fast, a couple cool trainings. Reverse engineer module 1, your YouTube success. Module 2, research the right way. So all of these videos are about researching, right? How to evaluate the competition, research strategies, how to use Google Keyword Planner, advanced video finding strategies. That's the research module, right? And then we talk about record, the ultimate video framework, and we go deep into some new nuances, powerful concepts around just, the words you say in your video, how you communicate your message. You got to work on that. That's super important. So after you research, you got to press record, structure your video. Then it's about releasing it the right way. So when you release your video, how is it that you title it, you tag it? It's 32 minutes of everything that you would do inside of the video, how to optimize it, etc. Then it's about ranking your video. So in ranking, we basically go through part 1, 2, and 3 as far as advanced ranking, ranking signals. Even this, it's watch me rank a video in real time. So 27 minutes, I go from a video not even public yet into actually ranking it in real time. So you can follow me step by step what I would do to release a video, the power of playlists. Then we go into rapid revenue, and that's about the 10 different ways to make money on YouTube. Although during this current enrollment time, we've got a bonus, I believe, on here, which is our 51 money making ideas. So that's even more. Anyways, to go into that, there's a lot. And then the final one after revenue is repeat. And the repeat is all about how to now, once you've learned the system, how do you speed it up, optimize it so you can keep going faster and basically scale your brand using YouTube. So VRA is pretty advanced. And what we learned was that it's advanced, it's accessible to anybody, but that if you come into VRA without clarity on your niche and your branding and your positioning, it's a little bit harder to succeed. So that's why Grow with Video exists, the digital course. And that's also why we're bonusing them together just for a limited time on this particular special, because you really get basically 101, 201, 301 all the way through. And there's also a lot of extra bonus. It's pretty crazy special we've put together. So saying all that, that's at go.videorankingacademy.com if you want to learn more about it. How do you balance school and YouTube? Oliver the Joy Boy says. Well, I just want to recommend a video for you because Benji and I did a video, and let me see actually if it's out there. I don't know where it is. Yeah, okay, yeah. So how to balance like work, YouTube with work and life is the way we put it out there. But you can check this out. So there's the video, Video Ranking Academy, and you can check out this video. And there's 5 tips in here. I don't remember the tips, but I know people got a lot of value out of the video. So I encourage you to check that out later. Sue Beauty 509, any growth strategies for a new beauty channel? Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to look for your thing. What's your thing? Okay. You need your thing, your topic that you can kind of grow big on and go big on. What would that be? In the tech niche, a friend of mine, I don't even know the person they were referring to. They were saying though, it's hard to sound out in tech. The way you want to do is you want to be like the go-to person for one specific thing. This is my friend Andrew Edwards. He has Gear Live. And he was saying a friend of his has a tech channel, but all they do is review smartphones that are on Sprint. So see how specific that was? Now, they weren't going to necessarily do that forever, but you want to start small to get big. A couple other YouTubers I know, beauty-wise, started with like just nails and nail art, for example, and like kind of grew, but then eventually expanded out and started doing more makeup looks and hair tutorials and things like that. You want to find your thing. And this is true for everybody. One of my thing was best camera for YouTube. Like eventually, I've been doing videos since 2003 and I did best camera for YouTube, but let me see if I can find the old one. So now I've got this one. This is 2 months ago, and that's whatever. Here's 2017. I got that one, right? But then you could go back. I got this one 2 years ago. Got this one too. But then you could go even deeper. In fact, let me know in the comments if you met me. Like if the way we got in touch is because of a camera video. Then there's this one. But the one I'm looking for, there's a video influencers one. And so you could see like my thing has been this best camera for YouTube. Now I've spun off of that, but it's one of the first video ideas that helped me grow. Now you might be like, well, a lot of people do that now. Dude, they weren't doing it a while ago. It was, I've been around, man. I've been doing this stuff. I've been doing it for a while. I don't even know if I can get there. Let me see if I go like this. I'm going to type in Think Media to do a shortcut. So there it is. So, 5 years ago, I was like, yo, best camera for YouTube, right? And this video did like 250,000 views. Now that wouldn't be probably your thing now, whoever, if you had a tech channel, because there's a lot of people doing it, but there's still stuff. So maybe it's like a certain kind, maybe it's a certain line of cosmetics that's not covered. Maybe it's like a certain style of looks. Again, there's like the cosplay niche. So sometimes there's makeup, quick makeup, that's just budget. There's high-end makeup. There's cosplay makeup. You know what I mean? This kind of always comes back to your positioning and your niche, but you want to look for your thing. Some people, like, they just became like the drone person. They didn't go too broad and cover all of tech. They went deep on drones, or maybe they covered all drones except DJI, because DJI owns most of the market share. So they covered, everything else. You definitely want to find your thing. Das Sweetman, would you ever consider working with Roberto Blake and Daryl Eves? Or you can, because one uses vidIQ and the other uses TubeBuddy. Well, I mean, for sure, I have worked with those guys. So if you want to check out Roberto Blake and me, we've done a couple videos together. I'm on Roberto's channel here. I'm on Roberto's channel here, I think. Never mind, that's a reaction to that. But Roberto's been on Video Influencers, so you can check that video out. So yeah, definitely type in Roberto Blake and Sean Cannell. You can check out our collabs together. And then the same thing with Daryl. We're going to be doing some new stuff in the future, but we've had Daryl Eves on Video Influencers, audience retention video, great video. So check that one out. Sean Cannell, Daryl Eves. You could throw that in there. And we're going to be doing some videos together as we get closer to YouTube Secrets. So yeah, I love those guys. Fancy shoe vlogs. My niche is being someone's example on how daily discipline can transform a person's life. Is that niche enough? Okay, so fancy shoes vlogs, there's two things that you need to have a niche on. I'm glad you asked this question. Let's go, Think Media. Can you smash the like button if you're getting value out of this? Tell somebody, because we're doing a live Q&A and I'm excited to hang out. So I love that you're talking about how daily discipline can transform a person's life. That's niche, but here's the other side of the niche you need. What kind of person? And this is how specific you should be. They should probably be in an age range of about 10 years or less. And they actually should probably have a level of specificity in who they are, what their lifestyle is, etc. So here's what I would say to you. If you were saying how daily discipline for time-starved stay-at-home moms, okay? Daily discipline tips for time-starved millennial stay-at-home moms. Now we're on to something. Got it? So you might be sharing productivity tips for entrepreneurs. Good. But productivity tips for female network marketers, better. 100x better. You see how narrow we want to get? So you want to have a niche of your topic, but you also can niche down your target audience. Because to be honest, a lot of times, now I mind you, a lot of different ages watch Think Media. By the way, you never want to compare, if you're just starting out, even my strategies and what I do to your own strategies, because I'm further along. Just because something's working for me right now doesn't mean it'll even work for you back depending on where you are. You need to have the right strategies for the right season that you're in as far as growth. Start small to get big. We go pretty broad right now. Well, Sean, your niche is not that specific. Well, yeah, I'm also a few years into this thing, right? And so we've got bigger influence, bigger channel authority. You want to start small. And so that's actually what I tell some of my friends that want to even share YouTube tips channels. I'm like, don't even try. That's the thing. Don't even try to compete with Think Media and video influencers. Instead, go specific and address the concerns and the questions of a much more specific target audience, because some of our information is pretty widespread. So when you become the go-to YouTube expert for real estate agents alone, and that's like your whole lane, now you're making sense in the world. So I really love that question. I think fancy shoe vlogs, you want to define who your channel is for specifically. And a lot of times, I mean, here's the truth. I watch both men and women. I watch people of different ages, but a lot of times I resonate with people that are kind of in my same season of life. You know what I mean? actually me, I learn from a lot of people, but a lot of people don't. A lot of times we want to learn from someone that we can relate with. It makes sense. The investment decisions people are making in their 50s and 60s is different than the investment decisions I'm making, because we're at a different place and season in our life. So there's so much magic when you not just have a clear topic niche down, but also a clear target audience niche down. Studio Geek 32, thanks for the super chat. I'm growing. I'm at 356 subscribers on August 6th, I think. And I had 190 then, and now I have 356. Today I'm growing every day. Thanks. That's awesome. Just a thank you, super chat. Appreciate it. Ditches and Snitches. Are you going to run a special for autograph copies? No. I mean, I guess we'll always autograph your copy. We can't do it from Amazon. But here's what we're going to do. Coming up, we're going to announce tour dates. Now, we can't go everywhere immediately, but we're going to do a workshop, free workshop in Seattle. We're going to do a free workshop in LA by the airport. This is all in October. We're going to do a free workshop in Utah. I believe we're doing one in Dallas. And then we're going to do one in Vegas. So we have 5 cities. And then we'll probably go New York too, but that's tentative right now if that'll happen. And that might all happen in 1 month. Dallas, Seattle, Utah, LA, New York. And you can come down and you can come for free. By the way, you don't have to buy a book or whatever. We'll have the books available, or you could bring a book and we'll sign it, of course, and hang out. So that's the best way to get it. And then, yeah, we'll definitely, here's the thing, when the book launches, we'll be doing a lot of giveaways. We'll send out autographed copy giveaway stuff, and there'll be some different things. So yeah, I love the idea. John Powell, are you going to send out info about the book via email? Yes. So I'm kind of putting this on your radar a little bit early. Release date is September 25th. And we're just finishing up some logistical things before we go big, and we'll start, you'll hear about it. Trust me, I'll be following you around the internet. Let me know if you've ever seen my Facebook ads or Instagram ads, if you've ever seen those. One of the reasons you would see those is if you've ever hit our YouTube channel or you land on our website, it's called retargeting. And so what we do is I start following you around the internet. Like, hey, Sean here. Let me know if you've ever seen those. I would love to know that. Dallas, yes. Tina, we're gonna do it. June, I believe. Are you in Seattle? Because I think we've connected before, right? And the Seattle one should be on a Saturday morning. Vegas one should be on a Saturday morning. So coming out, cannot wait to share this with you. Ebook is also coming out. Yes, September 25th will be international. International will probably be ebook for sure, but you might be able to get a physical copy from all Amazons around the world. So definitely check that out. Gravity One, where can I get a book? If you want to pre-order the ebook right now, you can get it at Amazon.com, and the ebook's out on there for $4.99. And then the physical book will be available soon, and more information to come. Mighty the Magnificent, can a channel succeed only on live streaming? Yes. Here's the bigger question though. I heard one person say I'm live streaming like 5 hours a day, and my question was like, I don't know how that could be quality, man. I try to bring the energy right now, but like I couldn't do this for 5 hours a day every day. So I think there's a quality threshold. You know, when we live stream, I hope that you get value out of live streams on Think Media. The ability to share my screen like this is super powerful, right? Like this can take it to another level. When I do slides, I bring visuals. So live streaming is just it's a method of communicating information. My question is how quality, how strategic, what's the content, what's the target audience, what's the value proposition? But yes, 100% you could succeed with just live streaming. People do it all the time. Haircuts by Preston. My channel is focused on advice for new barbers. Is that too broad? That's actually really great. So I love the fact that it's barber tips, but specifically new barbers. There's another great niche. We just shared some tips a few minutes ago. One other niche would also be not just what is your topic, but also who is your target audience, but also then what season are they in? Because somebody who is a beginner at video editing would be annoyed by video editing tutorials for beginners, and they probably wouldn't, I take it back. If someone was a pro at video editing, then they wouldn't watch a channel that was meant for beginners. They've already passed that stage. So your target audience and the positioning of your content could be maybe for people, are they advanced? Are they intermediate? Are they beginner? And you could cover that spectrum, but all of these distinction points could be very helpful for really building your brand and standing out. Josh, are you doing channel reviews tonight? Not tonight, Josh, but we will do soon. And again, I ultimately just want to educate about Video Ranking Academy. You know, it's not a whether it's right for you or not, you know, whatever. But if you can join this, it's great because we do have these coaching calls as one of the bonuses. Normally people don't get these, by the way, right? So you can join Video Ranking Academy at any time. This particular launch special is a couple things. It's a discounted price. The bonus stack is ridiculous. Like we're adding like 7 or 8 different bonuses that are making it a massive value, including private coaching calls. Now, I go live in our private VRA Facebook group from time to time, but as you can imagine, Video Ranking Academy is not like Netflix. It's not like there's a monthly payment option, but it's once you have it, you have it for life. And so you get so much value. There's people that have been getting value out of the private Facebook group live Q&As for like 2 years. You know, they just joined at one time. And so we do channel reviews in there. We do other things in there. And the one other thing to let you know about, by the way, is Inner Circle. So we have a thing if you go to courses.seancannell.com. And again, I'll do public channel reviews, but if you like really want to get like the insider, you know, access to myself and my team for Q&A, for channel reviews, every single month in Inner Circle, we do a live coaching call and we do 1 hour of training and 1 hour of Q&A, hot seats, content reviews, channel reviews. And so just a couple options. So no channel reviews tonight. There are other ways to definitely kind of get in the pipeline to get more feedback on your content because it's random when I'll be able to do this kind of stuff. But those are a few resources. Maxie says, I need some tips as a comedian to grow my channel. So Maxie, I'm going to give you some kind of hard advice, and it's this. If you have a music channel, a comedy channel, an entertainment-based channel, your growth is heavily predicated on just how good you are, period. Like, you have to be hilarious. If it's a comedy channel, it needs to be really funny. And it needs to be so funny, by the way, that people will be like, that's so funny. I got to tag 3 people and send this to my friend. Let me know, Think Media community, in the comments, if you've ever shared a video with somebody, your mom, your sister, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, that was so funny. And you tagged them in it. You sent them an Instagram DM. You tag them in an Instagram comments. Let me know. But that's how stuff spreads when it's comedy. Let me also encourage you that I believe if you're a comedy entertainer, I believe actually like videos on Instagram and even Facebook are better for growing. Now, that's not to say you can't grow on YouTube, but you're not trying to grow. I'll tell you this, one of the things that I help people with the most is figuring out, number one, positioning yourself around value-based content channels, gardening, homeschool tips, you know, vlogging, for example. Vlogging is not, what's the value of vlogging? The value of vlogging is entertainment. When I get off work, I want to be entertained, sit back and be like, you're so funny. I love how you're raising your kids. Now, there's value-based vlog channels, but it's entertainment. Like, you got to know what your value proposition is. Now, there's people that probably watch Think Media, or I know they are because I see them in the comments, because haters gonna hate that they might not even like me, but they're like, but dude's got good information, man. Dude's content's helpful. I don't like his hair though. Why is it poofed up, man? What's the pompadour? Why is he going bald right in the center there? What's the deal with that stuff, man? Critics are gonna be critical, but it's value-based. It's search-based. I like to actually encourage people that if you want to have predictable success on YouTube, you should actually pick a niche, a vertical, a topic that can be reverse engineered for success. So, and I'm saying that, Maxie, I haven't seen your stuff, but same thing, musicians are like, yo, how do I grow my music channel? You know, how do I get my thing going? And I'm like, dude, your music might not be good, right? Like when there's a hot banger on Spotify, my friends tell me about it. Omar on Think Media is like, yo, man, did you check out the new song from a local artist. He'd be like, yo, my friend's doing hip hop in Vegas. Have you heard, check out this song, man. And I'll listen to it. I'm like, that's hot. Content like that spreads. If you're in entertainment, vloggers, you need that kind of stuff. Now, what's cool about value-based channels is it actually is less about your charisma. It's less about your talent, and it's more about the value, the help, the things that you can add. And it's also much more monetizable. So that's why I recommend it for most people. There are tactics, of course, and we can definitely cover those, but that's the deal. I mean, shoot, there's Netflix specials. You'd think that distribution on Netflix would like make your career. Not the case, man. Comedians get their Netflix special out and it bombs. Like just no one watches it. Or, like not big numbers. Why? It's hard. Like I empathize with the struggle. You're crafting. You're an entertainer. I mean, can we real talk tonight? I'm getting a little saucy. Maybe I'm a little tired. There's a reason why at any given time in Hollywood, the majority of actors are unemployed. Yeah. The majority of actors in Hollywood at any time are unemployed. They're entertainers. I'm not saying you shouldn't be an actor. I'm not saying you shouldn't go for that. I'm just talking about real advice. So on the flip side, if I'm an actor in Hollywood, while I'm trying to get shows, while I'm trying to get movies, while I'm trying to get Netflix specials, while I'm trying to get on that stuff, I'm also going to take my charisma and my ability, and I'm going to create a niche channel about something I'm passionate about something the market wants to see. And I'm going to figure out how to add value, answer questions, answer search queries. Because here's the thing. Does Video Ranking Academy work for a comedian channel? Not really. Because no one's like, how to funniest, people do say like funniest comedian, but who's going to rank for that? The funniest comedians. It's going to be tough. Whereas meanwhile, man, you start a gardening channel, you start a cryptocurrency channel, you start a review, like one of the people in our academy, Dadverb, dude, freaking crushing it. Joined our Video Ranking Academy at like 300 subscribers and does like, their channel's broken, nah, just kidding, and is doing $1,000 to $2,000 a month in affiliate marketing, right? And check this out, videos and reviews for new parents. Now, what's cool about this is that, look, there's a little vlog action going on right here. We can travel with baby, but then there's also some, this double stroller review, and there's where that affiliate marketing action's happening. So this is why they say, man, the riches are in the niches, is you got to figure out your positioning. And then you could see, we got this mat. Let's see if we got it down here. You got the bugaboo donkey. What are we even talking about? I'm lost now. What's a bugaboo donkey? Come on, man. Let's go, Dadverb. We got Magic Beans store. I'm not sure what's happening. These are all YouTube videos. Where's that affiliate link? Some links are affiliate links. Gear used for this video. We got the kit gear. What's the point? Dadverb's killing it. Can talk about his gear, can talk about tips for parents, etc. And so that's what I would say. Long answer to that. Hope that was helpful. Tin Yos Gaming says, what's the Ranking Academy? The Ranking Academy it's called Video Ranking Academy. You can go to go.videorankingacademy.com. We're doing a special on it right now. And it's basically our signature course for how to create and rank videos in search, grow your audience, and monetize your views. In fact, it says right there, the proven system for creating and ranking your videos, growing your audience, and turning views into income. So there's kind of the promise. There's a video about it you can watch right here. We went through 101, launched mid-2016. Helped a lot of people, man. We've had, you'll see, there's got a ton of testimonies, a ton of people who have had a lot of experience with it and are just crushing it. And then we also rebuilt it, because one of the things that a lot of people that create courses is they just create one course like 3 years ago and they just keep pushing it, but they don't keep it updated. What's cool about Video Ranking Academy is 2.0 was updated a few months ago. So we just added new content to the course, changed a few things. And you get a private Facebook group where myself and my team are in there helping you. And here's what's crazy about myself and my team. It's not just me. It's Heather with her homeschool channel. It's Omar with his photography channel. It's Susan with her network marketing channel. We're in the trenches. The members are in the trenches, and we're testing things. We're sharing our answers. We're seeing what works. So it's a community. And, you know, Tios Gaming, it might not be right for you, like at the timing, because it is an investment. I mean, it's probably half the price. It is. It's half the price that I would pay to go take a marketing class right now at UNLV, which is the college here in Las Vegas. And I tell you what, that marketing class wouldn't have anything close to what you learn. They're not going to teach you how to make money, grow on YouTube, branding, positioning, right? And so it's kind of like taking a college class, an intensive that breaks everything down step by step over my shoulder of basically how I built a full-time income on YouTube and far beyond that. So you can check that out. We'll link it up definitely on the replay. I don't think there's a link in the description to it. But if you want to learn about that, it's at go.videorankingacademy.com. Heather can probably post that in the comments. Richie Rich, having a kid's toy channel is easier or more difficult to profit in it? Two things with that. Number one, a lot of people in that niche. But number two, it's a massive niche. So this is what I'll tell you, Richie Rich. You know, of course, we know the biggest people in that space. One of the biggest YouTube channels, right? Ryan's Toy Reviews, I believe, was like one of the biggest YouTube channels of all time. The reality is there's a lot of kids on the planet Earth, man. And the other day, you know, I co-founded Video Influencers with Benji, and he's got a daughter, Mia, and she was talking about, we co-authored this book, and Judy Travis, his wife, was like, do you like YouTube? What do you watch on YouTube? And she was like, yeah, I like my tablet and I like watching toy reviews. And she's like, what about Video Influencers? She didn't know what it was. Obviously, she's a kid. Kids, you tell me, man, if you're a parent, tell me in the comments. Do your kids want to watch some YouTube on your phone? Do they want to grab that tablet and watch some YouTube? Maybe the YouTube Kids app. Now, you also have to be careful because you can't really market and sell to kids. You can't. In fact, it's illegal. So a lot of times you're not going to do affiliate marketing unless your target audience is our parents, because kids are not swiping out their credit cards either. But there's big audiences, so you can get a lot of watch time. You can get YouTube views, and you can get brand deals, and you can get free toys and to review. And what I would encourage you is to niche down. You know, cover toys that nobody else is covering, cover a niche that or is underserved. That's what you always want to look for. You want to look for that white space. Sneaker Reviver, any tips for how to clean a sneaker channel? My first question, although I'm not that deep in it, is that too narrow? Because how many videos can you make about cleaning sneakers? I believe you can make 50 to 100, but I'm just wondering if the brand could scale to like the next multiple years. I think that is a great niche though. And I mean, let's look at some of the keyword opportunities for that, right? We could go, let me just get out of here really quick. Yeah, okay, so we could go like, you know, how to clean sneakers, how to clean white shoes. So there's a video idea for you. It gets 50,000 searches a month. I'm sure there's competition. Suede shoes, white Converse. I mean, maybe white Vans. These are good questions. These are all unique. These could each be video ideas, and our tool here shows that there's a lot of interest in it. See, my tip would be this, actually, that I would create a sneaker channel, personally, but you're deeper than this. You might be like, no, dude, there's like 7,000 video ideas. Okay, cool. If it's wide enough and it can facilitate enough growth. So what I would do is maybe go broader, cover sneakers, maybe other things about sneakers, whatever. And then maybe you have a cleaning show. Remember, your YouTube channel is kind of like a TV network like AMC. Not everybody watches Comic Book Men, but a lot of people watch The Walking Dead. So your sneaker channel could be covering a lot of different sneaker topics, and then cleaning tips could be a show. It could be like every Friday you share different cleaning tips. So those are a few tips. Thanks for the super chat. Missy Moo, thanks for the super chat. Retention percentage or minutes on YouTube, what is more important? So two things. One, minutes matter most. So minutes matter most, more than retention. People would debate that, but YouTube shows us right here. Minutes, they matter most. It doesn't say views at the top. It doesn't say the subscribers at the top. It's showing the minutes at the top. That they want to see how many minutes. Like YouTube's watching your channel on a macro and being like, how many minutes are people watching this channel? In a way, now don't like take this with, it's not fully what I mean, but it's like, it doesn't matter where the minutes are coming from, whether it was a long live stream, whether it was a video, whatever. If you're getting a lot of minutes, YouTube's happy because minutes matter most. Now, saying that, audience retention is very important. And the metric to shoot for is that if you can have 50% of the people who start watching your video and like make it to the very end of your video, it really triggers the algorithm and you can really start to grow. Very much easier said than done. But if you can keep a high audience retention, that's going to help you show up in more suggested videos. It's going to help you show up in more recommended. You just want to increase that as well. But even if you can't increase that or whatever, minutes matter most. Now, let me show you one other thing related to this, and that is YouTube Studio Beta and how important this thing is. So check this out. YouTube Studio Beta, right now, it shows us like how many impressions Think Media is getting, 20 million. And then it shows the click-through rate. But check this out. There's two ways to increase if YouTube gives you an impression. What's an impression? That means that on the homepage or in suggested videos or below a video or at the end of a video, your thumbnail, you know when a video ends and like 18 or whatever thumbnails show up, yours could be one of them. If yours is one of them, that's an impression. The person who finished the video could have seen that thumbnail. They might not have clicked on it, but they could have seen it. They're watching a video on the right side, their suggested videos. There's one of your videos. They scroll past it. That's just an impression. So right now, 20 million impressions come my way a month. I don't get that many views. That's how many chances I have to get a view. But then look at this little eye right here. It says YouTube is recommending my content. That's mostly suggested videos on the watch page or on the home page. Okay? But it says right here, very important line of text that's hard to read on the screen. I'll read it to you. It says, you can increase the chance of YouTube suggesting your content by increasing your click-through rate and your video watch time. So they both matter, if that makes sense. Minutes matter most. YouTube loves you if you're getting minutes. But if your watch time, by the way, total minutes, because YouTube's like, people like this stuff, will show it to more people, but actually the audience retention of a video and the fact that people click through because you have good titles, good thumbnails, and they actually consume the content, then YouTube will actually distribute your content to more people. This stuff always boggles my mind, man, because it's like YouTube is free and YouTube, I can't even believe if people complain about YouTube. I'm empathetic if you got demonetized. I'm empathetic that you're trying to get to 4,000 hours of watch time and you're trying to hit those numbers so you can monetize. But can we actually just take a break and actually complain less and be grateful more? YouTube is free. Like we get this, like this existing right here is free. Like I get to talk to you and we get to hang out and I'm not paying YouTube any money for this to happen, right? They've created this connection vehicle. They let you and me use this platform for free, upload unlimited 4K content, title our videos, use all the cool features. And a lot of times people just complain. Now, I'm not saying YouTube is without problems, but what I'm saying is let's be grateful for what we have. And on top of YouTube being free, YouTube will even recommend our content for free if we put out good content. Like if we were to go back in time and tell businesses that, yeah, there's this free platform that if you just really figure out how to do it and you can increase your click-through rate and your watch time, you mean, well, what else? Like, do you have to pay them money? I mean, I know I had to buy TV time. I mean, I know to put a billboard up in my city, it's going to cost me thousands of dollars. But you're telling me that YouTube will basically send out robots holding up mini billboards of my channel being like, hey, do you want to click on this? Do you want to watch this? How much does that cost you? Nothing. What? Like, what world do we live? That's why we should wake up every day like grateful beyond measure, even though we might not be getting the results we want yet. Dude, we're living in a crazy time that we have access to tools like this for free. It's crazy. Tino, your thoughts on reaction videos? I haven't seen you guys talk about it. Tino, I think a couple things. I think reaction videos are awesome. I think that it depends on, there's so many different ways to do it. There's different niches to do it in. I'll tell you a couple ideas that I have. One, I want to do a whole series on video influencers and maybe here on Think Media. And that's all about um, like different opportunities there are online and for YouTube channels, for example, and expose people to YouTube formats. So reactions is one of those formats. Now, a lot of times people react to other YouTubers or they react to, you know, MGK's diss video of Eminem, or they react to, you know, whatever. But here's the thing with reactions. Like, what if you took TED Talks and you watched a TED Talk and you're a speaking coach and you paused it throughout and you reacted to their persuasion tips? You know, what if you took just like outside of the box? And so in answer to your question, I think that reaction videos are awesome. I think like news videos are awesome. You know, PewDiePie is the most subscribed to YouTuber, though maybe not for long, as this T site or whatever is going to soon eclipse him. But if you ever watch PewDiePie's content, love him or hate him, you can realize like what he creates content of is in front of a camera and a microphone, and he reacts to memes, he reacts to other stories. He essentially uses other people's content, and that's one of the things I want to cover the most. You know, my friend Evan Carmichael, like his channel is kind of based on aggregating other people's content into lists, like Gabrielle Bernstein's top 10 lists. So he didn't shoot this video. He didn't shoot any of these videos, but what he did is he's using fair use law because he's making a new work. He is compiling other people's content, and then he's adding his 2 cents to it and giving calls to action. And so that's called fair use. Now it's not without its own problems, but it is a great, it's a whole nother niche that a lot of people don't even think about. That you can just, from your home, Charisma on Command, my friend Charlie, another example, like a lot of times what he'll do is, look at this, blew up. The Logan Paul versus KSI fight. He got 1.7 million views by commentating and breaking down the mental battle and the mindsets that went into this particular fight, right? And he goes in through some interesting insights. He created a new work under fair use. He got 1.7 million views. Now, CPMs vary, but that video probably earned him almost $4,000 or maybe as much as $6,000. And he put in the research, he put in the work, he got the clips, he voiceovers the whole thing. It's really excellent content. But anyways, I'm going to do a series on that because I think there's outside of the box ways to approach YouTube, and reactions is just the tip of the iceberg. Your Average Dad just bought Video Ranking Academy. Hey, awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the community. We call it the VRA fam. I'll see you in the private Facebook group. Sebastian Smith, what mic are you using? This is the Shure MV51. And I'll show it to you. It's great. I just am in love with it. And I've had some different Rode mics, and I like all those too. But this one's really cool. And there's a couple reasons why. Because on here, now it is $200, but on here you've got the ability to control the volume by swiping your finger on that volume. It also, you have a headphone setting. You can mute it really easy right on the mic, and it's got LED lights. You can use it for vocals, voice, recording music, different sound patterns. So it's been really cool. I love the vibe, how it looks, and it's just a great. This is also an arm. I believe this arm is by Rode. Yeah, it's a really good arm. And you know, let me know how it sounds. Do you like this audio quality? Tell me in the comment section below. Nikki C, having trouble figuring out my niche aside from relatable comedy, feeling like it's not specific enough. Nikki, I encourage you to keep working on it. And here's what I'm going to encourage you, Nikki, is I agree. I think you need some branding work, but action creates clarity. Action creates clarity. So we don't get clarity. The myth is that if we sit down on the couch and we get a journal and we watch some YouTube videos, that we're going to get clarity. Maybe, but we think it's going to like hit our mind, or we'll be like, there was that idea. What I've learned is action creates clarity. So what I would encourage you, Nikki, is upload as many videos as you can. Seriously. And don't overthink if you have a good enough niche yet or enough branding. Why do I say that? Because I know from my personal journey, it probably took me, and this might sound discouraging, but I just want to tell you how it is. It probably took me a couple hundred uploads to get clarity. That's why action creates clarity. Action leads to clarity. Because in the process of uploading those videos, I was learning my voice, I was growing my confidence, I was experimenting, I was learning stuff I didn't like to do. My wife and I vlogged for 60 days straight, daily. And by my wife and I mean I vlogged. I mean, she was in them and I edited them every night when I had a full-time job. And I respect vloggers at the highest level because vlogging is really hard, especially daily, especially when you have a lot else going on. Because by the end of that, man, I was like, my gosh, how does anybody do this? I totally get it too. Even if it's your full-time thing, vlogging is hardcore daily. And so 7 days a week, man, it's nuts. What did I learn? I learned that actually I didn't want to vlog 7 days a week. You know what I mean? And so action creates clarity. Keep posting. And I believe that as you keep posting and keep following channels like this one, keep following Think Media and video influencers and Nick and Tim and Daryl, and keep learning, because it's when you do both, like when you take massive action, but you also keep learning, that's where clarity is going to come. Don't get stuck in just information overwhelm and just learning continuously without taking action, because it's basically in one ear, out the other ear. We learn by doing, and taking massive action is the fastest way to get to clarity. Vogoli, as a new creator, should you save your best content ideas until your channel has grown, or do your best content ideas to grow your channel? Number 2, man. Wrong 2, man. See, I muted it really quick there. I'm going to do it again. Okay. Now I'm crying. My eyes are watering. You got to use your best content ideas to grow your channel right now. I just got a comment on Instagram Live. Hey, I got some viral ideas, but I think I want to wait until I can monetize my channel before I do them. I was like, don't wait, man. Yeah, you might miss out on some money because you're not monetized yet, but use your viral ideas to break through that watch time ceiling, and to get your influence going. So do not save your best content ideas until your channel is grown. Use your best content ideas to grow your channel. And I think what you'll learn is that they might not be as good as you think. They could be amazing, or they might not. Like, here's what I want to encourage everybody. Do not hold back. Don't hedge a little bit. Don't save your secrets as if, like, you know, if you put them out there on the internet, you know, like, lead with your best stuff, man. Put your best stuff out there. Share your answers. Push. If you got a good idea, publish it. If it doesn't work, tweak it and publish another one. Don't hesitate. I think we need to be taking massive action. Too many of you are honestly overthinking. And you do need to think, because you need strategy. You need to think media, right? But like, take massive action. So 100%, take your best content ideas, blow your channel up. And here's what I'll learn is, I think what we're afraid of. We're afraid that we're going to run out of ideas. That's actually a real dilemma for creators. It's stressful. You're like, shoot, what if I run out of ideas? But what I've learned is that it's actually by stretching ourselves and putting ourselves out there and kind of, you know, getting out there a little bit, that then we're also forced to innovate. You never want to stretch yourself too much. I mean, you could go too much and you could hurt yourself and you're like, it's crazy, and you burn out and you affect your family. You don't want to do that. But you also never want to be too complacent. And I'll tell you this, most people are kind of too comfortable, too complacent, and really staying in perfectionism and stuck in our own minds and like pondering everything forever. Forget that stuff. I think we need to be taking massive action. And what happens when you stretch yourself is you also get stronger. So our fear is we're going to run out of ideas. It's almost like if I go lift weights, which clearly I don't do very often. I say that joke all the time. Clearly I have not been actually lifting the weights. But when I do lift weights, my muscles get stronger. Our fear is that we could go lift weights, you're exhausted by the end of it, and you think I'd never have strength again. That's not the way we work. You sleep, you rest, your muscles rest, you wake up, you can lift more the next time. Publish your best content ideas. Publish some videos. It's going to grow you. It's going to blow up your confidence. It's going to blow up your clarity. It's going to blow up your courage. So then you can then be in the new era and the new dimension of your career. You know, right now, I remember years ago, I thought about it. I was like, man, I'm going to run out of video ideas on Think Media and video influencers. But what I've learned, and some of you might be like, you already are, I can tell, because you haven't been uploading really new stuff lately. Dude, we're doing a live event, man. We got a book coming out. We've been working on some stuff. But for real, like, what I've learned is, we're deep right now. You should see my black book of YouTube ideas. I got some ideas. We just need some time to actually execute on them and get ready, because the freight trains come in November, December. 2019, it's on like Donkey Kong and Nintendo 64 version. What are we talking about? So we're coming with the heat. The fear is, man, if I give out everything, I'm gonna not have anything. That's a scarcity mindset. I believe in an abundant world, man. If you give, more will be given to you, right? When you empty yourself, you'll get refilled. You might be burnt out and empty for a while, but you're gonna get more ideas, and then you can bring that next dimension and level up for every stage of your journey. Hey, are you getting value out of this? I don't know how long we've been going. I'm glad you're here. Hour and 11 minutes. I think we can land the plane here. I'll take another question or two. Couple things that I want to say thank you for. If I missed your super chat, the generic hunters, Kevin, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the super chat. And thanks for being here. Smash like if you're getting value out of this training. I'm actually gonna be doing a Facebook Live training in a bit here. I gotta head over there, so we can meet up there in a second. But Creative Chris V, how many keywords do you add to your video? As many as are relevant. What I mean is all of them. I've heard some weird things like, I like to use 60% keywords. No, man, use them all. But some videos, I don't use them all, because I do all my keyword research, and based around a topic, there's only like 350 characters worth of keywords. Then that's how many I'll use. So we cover that more, especially in that training. By the way, if you're just joining and you haven't downloaded our viral video checklist, it's only available till Friday night. There it is, viral video checklist. It says 2 hours left. I'm gonna extend that. So that's gonna go till Friday night. Couple days left. Viralvideochecklist.com, link in the description below, specifically related to tagging keywords. Get that checklist. Links in the description. That'll help you on that stuff. Be Life ads question. How segmented does your audience have to be for successful conversions? I'm in the beauty niche. Be Life, if you're still here, what are you selling? That'd be my question for you. And that's kind of a tough one. We could definitely answer some stuff around that, but there's a lot of variables. So there's the variables of what are you selling? Is the audience cold or warm? Like, do they already know you, or have they never met you before? How segmented does your audience need to be? It depends. Who are you targeting? Why are you targeting them? Are you doing retargeting? There's a lot of questions. And to be honest, that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be getting into at Grow with Video Live. Now, obviously, it's just a few days away. It's in Vegas. This is our live event, growwithvideolive.com. I can't believe we're 5 days out, but we've got some great speakers, including Alejandro Reyes. We're going to be talking a lot about paid traffic, because paid traffic is kind of like that. People are afraid of YouTube ads and Instagram ads and Facebook ads because you can do them and you lose money. And usually the reason you lose money is it's not because they don't work. It's because there's some aspects to them that you have to learn. And I just mentioned some of those. There's the variables also are on top of all your targeting. What is the creative? Is it a video that you're pushing an ad to? Is it a still image? Is it text? What are you saying in the video, the still image and the text? And then when you send them to whatever page, what's happening on that page and how clear is all of that? And so there's kind of a lot that goes into it. That's why we have advanced training, and we cover that in some of our advanced courses as well. And some of those topics are coming up in Inner Circle. All right, a couple more questions. Wonderland Strums. How does the Yi Light and the Yi 4K do in low light? I need to replace a broken action cam. Not very good, but the reason why is they do all right. I would go with the Yi 4K, still one of my favorite action cameras, and it's such a good price right now. But one of the reasons they don't is because the sensors are so small. They're tiny, right? Action camera sensors are very small, and small sensor usually means not very good in low light. So I would say this, and this is actually why these GoPro videos even and these Yi videos look awesome in sunlight, outdoor, daylight settings. But typically, if it gets, you don't want to take your action camera into the wedding reception at 9 p.m. when it's only candlelight and you're like, why does the image look like garbage? Because there's nowhere near enough light. So usually if I'm going to shoot a wedding in the dark, I want a full frame sensor with like a 51.2, which is the aperture, to really perform well in low light. So I don't really blame these cameras for not doing good. Now they do all right. I'm not to say, like, you can check out tests, look up tests online. There should be low light tests for the cameras you mentioned. My friend Ben at Authentech, I think, has some low light tests about the Yees. So those, but I would say this, learning cameras and sensor sizes and how cameras work. Cameras are tools, and not every tool is right for the right job. I also don't want a full frame cam. I don't want this 6D Mark II. I don't want to go snowboarding with this, right? I'm trying to like snowboard and like, look at this thing, man. It's bigger than my head, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want an action camera when I'm snowboarding, but I want to use this when I want, you know what I mean? Like, it's different tools depending on what your mission is, what you're trying to accomplish. How to automotive. Sean, do you have any tips for getting people to click affiliate links in the description of YouTube videos? Yeah, the biggest tip is to give a call to action, number one, and you probably already know that, but to just let people know. And hey, if you want to check out links to all the products I mentioned in the description below, YouTube Secrets, only the ebook pre-order in the description below. I think I put it down there. That's not an affiliate link. That's just our book. But yeah, call to action. Here's another thing though. This is kind of like an advanced tip. You also might say, and so if you want to check out links to the Bose headphones, I'll put a link to them in the description below. Also, when you click that link, I encourage you to read the reviews. Don't just take my word for it, but over on Amazon, you could see that like these things are legit. You know, I mean, I've tested them. I know they're good, but click that link because there's some great reviews that'll give even more insights on it. Two things you accomplished there. You gave the person a reason to click the link. You gave them something to consume on the other side. And even if they didn't plan on buying the headphones, when you get that link click, remember, it tracks the individual. So they're like, cool, those do sound amazing. Well, I don't have the money for them right now, but I do need to like subscribe to coffee or paper towels. You get paid for that as well, right? Because it tracks for 24 hours. So it's really about that reason. And then the third tip would be an early call to action. So don't expect people to only make it to the end of your video, right? A lot of times they won't. So if you let people know that there is links in the description, and then, but the other thing is I would say don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. And I get it. Like, we want to build our income and whatever. But I think, you know, if you've watched Think Media for very long, like I just educate. I try to educate the viewer about what exists, but I try never to be pushy or desperate, or, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, look, and what do I also know by that? I know that maybe I won't get as many people clicking as I would if I was more aggressive, but I want to just let it be chill. I'm interested in the long-term branding. That, yes, I do think that affiliate marketing is a great way to recommend products you love, help people, and make money in the process. But I never want to be pushy, weird. And so, you know, just keep growing, just keep adding value. And here's what I've learned is eventually I've learned people that are like, Sean, thank you for your value. Thank you for your tips. I bought the M50. I used your affiliate link. People start kind of almost reciprocating, but that didn't happen overnight. It took time to build. So that's just to say that if you're giving any kind of calls to action, you want to make sure they're there, make sure they're at a good timing, make sure they're really clear, make sure there's a reason for people to click, but you can do that in a chill, non-pushy, non-high pressure way. I think that's the best way to do it. Mile High Firebird. Hey, Sean, this is interesting. Two of my close friends say they actually hate the bell notification on YouTube because it's the new cold call. What are your thoughts and what's a better way? I think that's cool, man. I'll tell you what, I want you to turn the bell notification on Think Media. If you have it on, I want to say I thank you for doing it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't have the bell notification on for any channels. Now, I love a lot of channels. That's just my personal preference. So I'm not offering you an alternative. I just think we should educate people to let them consume information the way they want. Why do I not have it on? Well, because I consume YouTube videos based on my subscription feed, usually at the end of the day. So right now, I'm going to go through my subscription feed. how to grow a healthy organization. Craig Rochelle, leadership podcast. Add to watch later. And I'm subscribed. I'm like, I'm on it. That's awesome. Creator kit, any good? M50 creator kit. By the way, this is my girl, Diana Gladney, killer content creator. And she's doing a series on the M50. I encourage you to check her out. In fact, for real, I think you guys will love her. And she's got like this multi-day series, and she's talking about the creator kit. So go by, stop by, give her a shout. She's creating some awesome content. So anyways, why do I know that? Not because I'm not turning on bells for her though. I love you, Diana, but you're in my subscription feed, so I can catch up with you. I've got, my MKBHD, right? I've got Gabby Bernstein's. Now, I love Evan Carmichael. She's fine. I don't care about her though. Is that mean? I mean, can we be real? So I'm just going to skip past that one. That's fine. But when he hits me with something I want to see, then boom, I'm all over it. Nikki Philippi, friend of mine, still skipping, cool. Phil DeFranco, we'll watch Phil tonight on with my wife. We'll always get filled in with our news, a couple good creators. Sometimes I like being subscribed just to see what people are doing, and occasionally I'll check in with them. What's my point? My point is, I know how notifications work. Some people want the notification. So your job is to educate, but never pressure. Because look, man, if people think it's the cold call, then you're not going to convince them otherwise. But some people, in fact, let me know if you like push notifications, because you want a reminder, you want that trigger. I know for me, dude, I'm going to hit the subscription feed out. I do it. It's like a discipline for me. Like my routine is to actually check in on YouTube videos based on how YouTube works with the subscription feed. Not everybody's like that. They need the reminder. They don't do it that way. I think, it makes sense. So I would say, like, in a way, it's not even like trying to change people. Now, we like to hit it from multiple angles. By the way, hit the bell notification so you don't miss Think Media videos. If you love these, turn on notifications, or get on our email list so we can send you the newsletter. How do you get on the email list? Well, probably a good way to do that would be to download the viralvideochecklist.com, or that's actually a good question. We should just have like an email newsletter sign up. Let me know if, in fact, hit me up in the comments if you're actually on the email list. Maybe some people like it. I talked to some people, they don't look at subscriptions. They don't look at notifications. The only way they ever know if I release new content is the email list. It's like the individual's choice. Your job as the content creator, maybe not to do everything, but your job is to figure out ways to get your content to people that care about it. Some people, it's Twitter. Some people, it's if they get that email. Lovely the Great, thank you so much for being on the email list. Team Autismpedia, email list, fam, here we go. So I love it, right? You're getting those. You may or may not like the whatever else and notifications. It's up to you. And maybe just let people consume how they want to consume, right? Edge every day. We're going to do a lightning round. What do you think about 3 different topics on a schedule, or should I focus on one and use the other as a bonus content? Do you mean like for your channel? It depends how different they are. It depends on if they all align, You could talk about like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 different shows. That'd be a cool cooking channel. Would it be like breakfast on Monday, lunch recipes, or breakfast, lunch, and dessert, or breakfast thing, whatever, but that would all be aligned. However, if you're like cryptocurrency Mondays, cosplay Wednesdays, how to train your dog Fridays. Whoa, bro. That is not niched enough. It's all over the place. So I hope that helps. Kevin and Lori Hamilton, I have an idea for something, but I can't find coverage for that in a hugely passionate about. I have a ton of knowledge about, but if it's not covered, is it a bad idea? So you want to do research. How do you do research? Is you could go up here and you could say, okay, is anybody interested in like underwater basket weaving? 8,100 people a month. That would tell me there's enough people, because that would tell me that, again, it'll never probably be millions, but it actually tells me that you could go pretty deep there. And then look, there's competitions, there's the Olympics, you can get a degree in it, there's a salary for it. I mean, what are we talking about? College major, So like an underwater basket weaving class would make sense. I want you to use, Google Keyword Planner, the tools we recommend, like Keywords Everywhere. I want you to do research because yes, the market could be too small. I don't know what the niche is, but like, again, you got to reverse engineer that if there's actually a market for it, do your research first. And then on the flip side, this is a great question. Did I say this is a lightning round? I'm going to go lightning after this. On the flip side, also if your ambitions are to go like, so maybe for underwater basket weaving, I really believe almost anything could be a full-time career because you could do a blog and a podcast and you could be the go-to person, and who knows, you could do some classes and some digital courses. But sometimes you need to actually ask yourself, does the size of your market map to the size of your ambitions of influence, of income? And what I mean is, right now, there is no YouTube trainer and teacher that has 1 million subscribers. Did you know that? Right? I don't like specific YouTube coaches, from the Tims to the Daryls to the Nicks. No one's got a million subscribers. So if I'm like, dude, why don't we have 1 million subscribers in that niche, which will be there eventually, but it should not be a surprise. Where on the flip side, how many tech YouTubers, like consumer tech, have 1 million subscribers? Like a lot. There's a ton of 1 million subscriber channels. What's that say? It doesn't even mean that you're going to get 1 million subscribers. What it shows you though is the lid in your niche is massive. Then you say, are those people making money? Yeah. Are those people being brought out to events? Are there events around? Yeah. Like it's such a hot niche. And that's actually what you want to gauge. What's the temperature of your niche? How much passion and desire is there in the tribe around it? How big is that tribe in that community that's passionate about that thing? And that's not to say that you shouldn't do this other niche thing you're passionate about, but you just need to identify that that other niche thing you're passionate about could be a hobby channel, or it could be a channel that earns eventually 5 to 10 grand a year, but it never turns into like a multiple 8-figure business. Depends on your ambition. And you want to reverse engineer your niche, your topic, for what your end goal ultimately is. Lightning round. Little King, what's better, Canon M50 white or black? Technically black, because it's going to stay cleaner longer. The white one's going to get dirty. For a little bit of swag and a little bit of style though, the white's pretty fresh. So choose wisely. Andrew, how can you get exposure without spending a lot of money? Check out the viral video strategy, man. I mean, the way I got exposure, right? The reason we even met, probably, now we might have met now because I spent some money, but the way I did it was from scratch. YouTube is the search engine. And if you haven't downloaded the viral blueprint checklist, that's at viralvideochecklist.com. That's my best answer for you. Just Selling Homes, maybe I should change the name? Yeah, it is. Because your name is justsellinghomes.ca, selling homes in a neighborhood near you. I might even say just space selling space homes, and then brand out your cover image. Up to you. Like your URL can be there too, but like make your name clean, punchy, and short. When names get long like that, yeah, I do think it's a little long. On Hawaii time, what's more important, content or consistency? We have been posting a video a week for 2 months. 1 week struggling because of the hurricane, so we just threw a video out there that week. I think it's both. You can't have one without the other. If you put out like the best video ever, and now maybe not the best video ever, because the best video ever might be watched for all time. But what I mean is literally like if you put out a life-changing video, like it'd be like Casey Neistat. He's put out some good videos. But if he only put out one video, he wouldn't be Casey Neistat. He's had massive consistency, but he's also had massive content quality. So it's both. It's not either or. And it's a big debate, but if you could have one or the other, I actually would probably want consistency more. Because again, you need more at-bats. The world is so noisy. There's so many different social media platforms. There's so many different things coming at us. Even if you put out the best piece of content in the world, it gets pushed down by all these other options. So it's like, you got to be pumping it out there, man. You got to be posting, publishing, just to get it in front of this person or that person, because content is king, but marketing is queen, and she runs the household. And one of the most important parts about marketing is frequency. How frequently Are you showing up on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, people's Instagram stories, their subscription feed? How frequently are you showing up in the relevant places where your target audience likes to hang out? If you've got an email list, but you only email them once every 6 months, that's not enough frequency. So you want to be doing both. Raphael, hey Sean, how do I increase watch time? I make longer videos, 10 plus minutes, but I can only get too much minutes of watch time. Should I make shorter videos? In this case, I would say yes. You know, my friend Amy Landino has a great piece of advice that if you watch an established YouTuber, I mean, for now, I don't know, let me know in the comments if you've been watching this whole thing. We've been hanging out for 90 minutes right now, 90 minutes. And if you've been watching the whole time, number one, I love you. Number two, smash like. Number three, that's amazing. But number four, you probably did not just watch the last 90 minutes of this Q&A if we just met. Let me know if you did though. But if we just met, you probably wouldn't trust me yet. You wouldn't like, why would it, what's this guy done? But if you've been following the content, you might be like, yeah, so Mile High Firebird, much love. Tyler, love you guys. Thanks for the likes. Like, but we didn't just meet probably. So like, you were like, okay, Sean can deliver some value, right? We built trust over time. We built trust that maybe I might say something smart here and there. So you hung out. So Raphael, I just encourage you, if someone's just meeting you, start shorter. And I learned this from Amy Landino. She's like, when you're just starting, be brief, be bright, be fun, and be done. She didn't actually say that, but that was the essence. She's like, you know, add some value. You know, we're talking like 4-minute videos. Teach something, meet somebody, get that stuff out there and end it. And what you want to do is you want to go on dates, meaning you go on short, really awesome dates with people. Like my wife and I, Sonia, we used to go on dates. Now we live together full time. So she spends a lot of time. She spends more than 90 minutes with me a day. We ramped into that though. She didn't just like, hey, nice to meet you. Do you want to live with me? You know what I mean? Do you want to spend your whole day with me? No, we just met. Start shorter, win trust, build value, let people know you're good for it, that you're good for the content. Get that, leave people wanting more. And then as you build trust over time, you could probably talk longer because people know you already, right? Mark Adventures, thanks for driving and listening. Drive safe. Thanks for hanging out here and watching this, and I appreciate it. Scrap Palette Man, I've been here 2 minutes, but it's powerful. Appreciate you being here. Just Selling Homes. Is streaming better for ranking or normal upload? Well, both. But you know what's really a great hack of streaming is even if this video doesn't rank long term, this video could probably rank while it's live. So if we search YouTube growth strategies, number one, I got a video ranked, but look, I'm ranked number 2. Now go ahead and test that yourself because I'm actually curious if you have another computer or if you can open it up. But here's what's crazy is that this video will rank for YouTube growth strategies for 90 minutes. Got it? Like, because I optimized this video according to Video Ranking Academy before I ever went live. That's a hack that nobody does. That I don't know anybody who's really doing that. They mostly go live, they optimize it later. I optimize the video before I go live. So even if this video eventually drops off, because it's just a long Q&A and maybe replay value won't be as high for people, it's live during it. So we've learned this, that you can grow your channel by ranking videos while you're live, even if they don't rank long-term, and it's a great way to start meeting new people. So the answer is both. And I'd love to hear in the comments if you guys are seeing that this is a ranked video. Again, it's a 90-minute Q&A, so it probably won't rank for YouTube growth strategies long-term, but it is while it's live, which is insanely powerful, right? Like, in fact, here's the craziest question of all. And I don't know if somebody could tell me this in the live chat, but like, what if we just met? Like, are you just here? Like, did you just get here? Ted Time says it's number 1. Tyler says it's number 1. So I think that is an opportunity, because even if you have a new channel, and again, you do like underwater basket weaving tutorial, right? You do that, you're probably going to be number 1 the entire time you go through that tutorial. That's a hack, man. Come on. That can help you grow your channel for real. Comment culture, first time here. Number 1, thank you so much for being here. But Think Media, can we see how powerful that is? Like, it just happened in real time. And so what I'm hearing, Comic Culture, is we just met. We didn't even know each other before. You've never been here before. You just got here. Now my next question is, how'd you actually get here? Because it might not have been from search. That would be my next question would be, is it your first time here? And did you just type in YouTube growth strategies and land on this video while it was live? That would be the dream. And if we actually look at it, YouTube growth strategies does not really have any search volume, but let's see, YouTube growth hacks, 260. I mean, shoot, I should have named the live stream that. Now it is cool. I guess we are ranking, but it's not what it's named. So you're usually going to probably rank for that keyword phrase that you optimize your live stream with. I've got a question and then a couple cool things I want to share with you guys. Jericho, I found my thing is vlogging and I have good equipment, but how do I get people to watch and get involved? It's a tough one, man. It really is, because vlogging is a hard sell. Like if I go to my neighbor's house, let's just talk about this, right? Go over. Yeah, how's it going? Good. Who are you? I'm Sean. Sorry, I'm just a neighbor here in the neighborhood. Do you guys consume content? You guys watch like Netflix and stuff? Yeah. You guys ever watch YouTube? Yeah. Who do you watch? I like Casey, Peter McKinnon. Oh, cool. Do you guys want another vlog to watch? What's it about? It's about like my life. Who are you? I mean, I'm Jericho, man. What do you do? Now, I don't know what you do, but I'm like living my life. I'm eating food. I'm maybe trying to build a business. Cool. That sounds great, but I'm pretty busy. I work all day and get home with my wife and I watch a couple of my favorite YouTubers and then I try to watch. So I'm not trying to like speak death over your dream. I'm trying to speak truth into your soul, that you just got to count the cost of what you're trying to build and think about your strategy for trying to build it. So what can you bring unique to the vlogging space? What I'm trying to actually speak is that I love vloggers. We help vloggers. Vloggers are succeeding all day, every day, sure, but it's a much harder thing to build. So it's the last thing I ever recommend people to do, just because it's enough of a challenge. Now, on the flip side, if you start a gardening channel, now you might be like, dude, but I'm not into gardening. Okay, whatever. Like whatever your thing is. Like maybe you love books. Maybe you love, He-Man, and you want to do a channel all about the old He-Man toys and the He-Man cartoon and everything He-Man. Like whatever it is, like it just is more practical and predictable to get people involved in watching you if you join a pre-existing niche. Because the reality is, if you start a fishing channel, there are thousands and millions of people around the world that love fishing. Yes, there's competition, but it's already a proving niche. With vlogging, there are thousands of people that love watching vlogs, but you just have to think about it. What are you going to bring to it? Is it the fact you got a lot of kids? Is it the fact that you're living in some weird place? There's some people who vlog in Alaska and they kind of homestead a little bit and they like do some different things. It's really unique. So that has a chance. But like when we think about just the world of vlogging, if someone's like, yo, I'm a family vlog channel. And I'm like, you and a lot of other people. Like you got to just be telling me what's your difference. And maybe it is your style. It's bringing unique filming and editing and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of people are doing that too. So I just want to encourage you. I want you to pursue your dream. I want you to succeed at that. If it's me, I also might be considering other avenues, because vlogging is not the only path. It's not the only niche, right? Or if you are all in on vlogging, you really figure out how you can be different, how you can be unique in this space, and you got to do something that someone else isn't doing. Conversely, if you are into Star Wars and you want to review Star Wars movies and talk about Star Wars and review Star Wars action figures and talk about the new movies and the old movies and review the Star Wars video games and do everything Star Wars, you have a world of Star Wars fans. Yeah, you have other competitor channels, but dude, people love Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars, Luke. I love Star Wars, Leia. Come on, Rey. Is that her name? Obviously, I'm not that up on the new stuff. Come on, Rogue Jedi. The Star Wars fans are going to tear me to shreds. I used to read the Rogue Squadron books. I do need to catch up on some of the new ones. The one I love, what's the one that's the one off? That was a great movie. That was a phenomenal movie. Rogue Star Wars. Sean definitely needs to jump off here because now he's just researching. Okay. What's the new stuff? Come on, guys. You can tell me in the comments. I know you know which one it is. Rogue One. Rogue One was great, wasn't it? Come on, somebody. It was a really good movie. So yeah, be easy on me, Star Wars fans. Thank you, Heather, for that. So anyways, niche channels, man. That's what I encourage you, Jericho. And thanks so much for the question. Okay, a couple final things. Just 3 quick announcements. Thanks for hanging out. Smash like if you were here. Number 1, if you haven't downloaded the viral video checklist, it's available till Friday. Viralvideochecklist.com, link in the description below. Get it. You want to deepen your training right now? Go opt in, download the checklist, and there's 3 videos you can watch. We can hang out for another hour, and you're gonna get some insane insights for growing your YouTube channel. Number 2, YouTube Secrets, coming out September 25th, and can't wait to share it with you. The physical book will be available soon, but the digital book is out now on for pre-order on Amazon. So Amazon.com, YouTube Secrets, the ultimate guide for growing your following and making money as a video influencer. Last thing, 2 more things. Grow with Video Live is coming up. If you are in Vegas or you're around the area, there's like a few more spots left, a couple days out, some guest speakers. It's going to be insane. And so a couple days out, growwithvideolive.com. And then the final thing is Video Ranking Academy, our signature course. We're doing a crazy special on it right now. Definitely not for everybody, but if you are ready to really build a business model around your channel, scale your growth, get massive views, and learn how to turn those views into income, definitely check it out. At least look at what's available in it and whatnot. That's at go.videorankingacademy.com. And so super cool. It's all there, go.videorankingacademy.com. You can see everything that's involved. See what some of the testimonials are. And if anything, just watch this video right here, kind of tells the story, and it's pretty cool. So that's at go.videorankingacademy.com. Hey, appreciate you so much. Thanks so much for hanging out here. If you got value out of a Q&A like this, and you want me to do more of them, and you haven't smashed that like button, definitely do that. Question of the day. Are you going to pick up a copy of YouTube Secrets? Let me know. I would love it if you did, and it's coming soon. And so I cannot wait to share it with you. All these secrets, man. Over 100 interviews. And here's the thing. What people don't realize too is that, yeah, you've seen the public video influencers interviews, but what you didn't see is the conversation for 30 minutes before and after. You didn't see that over the last 4 years, we've invested over $100,000 flying all over the place to go to industry sessions, masterminds, dinners, VidCon, Vid Summit, all these events to learn the secrets. Benji and I are in the trenches making videos, but we're also talking to all the experts, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and what you need to know going into 2019 and beyond to crush it on YouTube. That's what this book's about. Question of the day, do you plan on getting it or not? And why not? Let me know in the comment section. Until the next time, subscribe if you're not subscribed, this channel is all about bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon. Later.